This lesson is all about understanding the fundamentals first, and then getting to the trunk. Like first the roots, then the trunk, and then the leaves, then the details that make slight difference, but also make a difference. This came from me realizing that my knowledge is not on a very firm foundation, since I do know physics, but I don't know them very deeply. And I think many things starts from physics and math. And so I studied about Elon Musk, and I got to know that he studied really hard on his foundation of things. And then only he got to the root, to the trunk, after he understood the roots. And he's building a knowledge of tree where he can now have a lot of leaves when the foundation is firm. And this was scary and exciting to acknowledge this both at the same time. So the lessons that I got from this is that understand the fundamentals of things before focusing on what. Like, I can tell you an example. So let's say someone wants to start a routine, a habit of going to the gym. And they're like, okay, so which gym should I start? I need to buy gym clothes, I need to buy gym bottle, I need to buy program, which personal trainer, all these things. Focusing on the small details of the thing instead of the root. The root is that you have to build a habit. So you just have to do something every single day. And then you can start to improve your gym wear, get a personal trainer. You don't need all these things beforehand. You first have to understand the fundamentals. So, okay, I feel lazy. How can I stop that? By doing small things that make me feel really good. So, for example, I do 10 push-ups. That's hard, but I feel very great. And I'm building a positive feedback loop for myself to understand that actually that is good for me. Instead of like, oh, should I buy this gym clothes or this gym is better? It doesn't matter. Right, so then the lessons are start with why, second is how, and then only what. People usually do this other way around. So this is all about connecting the dots. So once you have the roots, firm roots, strong trunk, and then you can build a huge tree where you can even connect this knowledge to other trees of knowledge that you have. But if you don't have it, it becomes very hard to connect if you don't know the roots. This is the thing that we are talking about here. The roots, the importance of connecting. So subcategory implementation of knowledge into your brain is much, much more easy than learning something completely new. So first, start with the deep fundamental principles of the subject called the roots, where you ask why. Why does this concept work? Why is it structured this way? What evidence supports this? Like, why does it need to be like this? You ask these questions and you understand the roots. Then, the trunk is how. How does it function? How is it implemented or done correctly? How can this process be improved? And then only what. What do we need to do? What specific steps be taken? What actions are necessary to achieve the goal? What are the influencers of this? What are the smaller parts of this, like the leaves of the tree? Got it. And then few things that you should be careful about are that do not spend a lot of time on theory, which is the why, because then you could get overwhelmed by the theory itself. And then paralysis analysis is also dangerous if you get paralyzed by the analysis that you are trying to take to understand the fundamentals. So step by step, slowly, and trying to make the steps as easy as possible, least resistance. And then also remember to have flexibility once you do this stuff. So, okay, sometimes you have to just jump into the how. That just happens, or what. But like, try to focus on taking over the roots first, and then the how, the trunk, and then only the what.